Watch your child soar to new heights at Cabarrus Charter Academy. Cabarrus Charter Academy is a tuition-free public charter school now accepting applications for kindergarten through 12th grade. Our curriculum encompasses a student-focused learning environment, offering whole child development while fostering strategic partnerships between families, teachers, and the community. Join us for an information session or submit an application by visiting cabarruscharter.org today.
Good evening, everyone. It's 5:30. I'm Mr. Pierce with Cabarrus Charter Academy Upper Campus. Thank you for joining me. I've got quite a bit to cover today, and I want to just kind of go through it quickly. We will definitely have a Q&A at the end of this session, so I can answer any specific questions that you have, but we've got a lot of information, so we're going to dive in. Very first thing, I want to thank you. And I've got a glare, sorry. I want to thank you. I want to thank our community. I want to thank everyone that is a part of our family, just for the patience and the diligence that everyone has had as we've been implementing all of our new programs and systems for this school year. I know it has been a bumpy start, but I know my staff and the students and the parents, we've all been working brilliantly together. We are almost there. We have almost all of our systems in place. We have probably 99% of our students working on devices in classes, and our teachers are working full speed with them. Please know that we continue to work to address everyone's individual needs. We've been answering phones as fast as we could. We've been answering emails as fast as we could. I know I have spoken either on the phone or through the computer with quite a few of you. And again, I just want to thank everyone for just sticking it out and working together to make this happen, because in the end, it's all about students. It's all about educating them and helping them make it through this time. I want to review just a little bit of a couple of the systems and new things that have happened this year. If you are a student returning from last year, throw all that out. We're not accessing our systems the way we used to. There used to be a login on our devices that was called Student One, and then they had to log through into Clever on a button. That is all gone now. We are very fortunate to be able to offer our students their own personal email, and those personal email accounts with their own individualized passwords give our students and our families access to the entire Microsoft suite tools, which are going to help us moving forward, streamline what we're doing, and provide an up-to-date technology that kids can use. And when I mean office tools, they have Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Note, all these specific software programs at their fingertips. They will be accessing their individual emails through Outlook, and that will help us with communication with our students. Now, so if you're using one of our devices, the way you get to class, you will log into the computer itself with your individual new email and password that we sent out to students, or that we have been getting to them. Once you get into the device, you open up a browser, primarily in Chrome. Google Chrome works best right now for all the tools. Open up a browser, go to clever.com, log in as a student. When you log in as a student, you have to pick Cabarrus Charter Academy, and then you will log in. It'll give you a prompt to put in your Microsoft 365 credentials. That will be your email again with your password, and then that will get you into Clever. Clever is going to house where all of our applications that you will use this year. You'll have Schoology on there. There will be Teams. There will be Microsoft 365, which will link you to all your tools through Clever. Once you're in Clever, you will then click on Schoology. Think about Schoology is a one-stop shop portal to all 7 classes. Once you click on Schoology, you will have 7 tiles under your courses, and each tile will be linked to your individual teacher's class. Once you click into Schoology, you go to that class. Our teachers are being very diligent and specific in putting links through there, setting everyone up in teams, and uploading notes, videos, assignments, all through Schoology. So those are the main systems that we will be using. During synchronous class time, during the time that you will be receiving instructions from your teachers, they will use primarily Microsoft Teams as the virtual interaction mode. We also are implementing Zoom. Some of y'all used Zoom last year, so we are not going to get completely away from Zoom. Please know that it is up to the teacher on which platform that they wish to use to interact with the student. So all students have access to both programs, but it will be up to the teacher to determine which one that they are going to use. Now, please know that right now we have chosen to work on a very specialized schedule to help our students as well as our teachers get acclimated back into schooling. We are a 7-period full year school, 7-period day, all year long school for your classes. But we have chosen to go 3 classes a day for the first few weeks just to get all of our systems in place, get our students used to working again, get them back into the groove of education, because we did not want to. The worst thing is to overload students, stress them completely out up front. We also are utilizing these first couple weeks to assess our students as far as determining what their educational needs are going to be, because we have to remember it hasn't been normal. It hasn't been the same since last March. So our teachers are being very methodical and what's the word I'm looking for? Intentional on how they are delivering classes right now. Now, please know that even though we're meeting every other day, classes 1, 2, and 3 are meeting on Monday and Wednesday. Classes 4, 5, and for high school, let me go back. For the upper school, grades 9 through 12, we are meeting 1, 2, 3, Monday and Wednesday, 4, 5, 6, Tuesday, Thursday, and then on Friday they get 7th period. At the grades 6 through 8, we are doing 1, 2, 7, Monday, Wednesday, 4, 5, 6, Tuesday, Thursday, and then 3rd period, which is success time, on Friday. So that's our schedule just for a few weeks to get us rolling, and then we will move to a 7-period day, and we'll carry that theme throughout the year. Now, please know that we do have a tech person on staff. I'm getting pretty good with it myself at this point, that we are there to help troubleshoot with you, that we are there to help work on our devices. We also do have some devices still available for those families who are in desperate need of electronics. Please reach out to me and we will see about working that to you. Now, as we continue with this virtual learning, our board did vote to continue the virtual learning experience through at least the first quarter. We don't know what it's going to look like after that at this point. Obviously, the world and what's going on in society and how the schools are going and what happens with COVID might impact how we move forward. But for the time being, we are going to continue with the virtual learning, and we are going to do the best that we can to support our students and our families. With that said, I do want to talk briefly about some norms or expectations that we have for all students, staff, and parents when we are talking about technology norms. The term online right now is called netiquette. So a couple things that we want to just remind everybody. Make sure that when we are in the sessions that we are not yelling, we are being disrespectful. We are being respectful to everyone. That includes the teacher, that includes the other students that are inside the chat room with us, as well as other family members in the room or in the area. So just please make sure that we're being very respectful on all ends. We're avoiding sarcasm, that sometimes there's not necessarily a place for that. Please, we are asking students and families as well as teachers to not abuse the chat box. There is a time to chat in the chat time. There's also a time to listen. There's a time to interact. There's a time to speak. Please just make sure that we are following the rules of the staff, as well as being respectful. Please make sure that we avoid multitasking. Our teachers are being very specific on times. We've dedicated 1 hour for each class in synchronous time a day. We want to make sure that we absolutely maximize that time on task. So to have other windows open, to have other TVs in the background, to have other devices there, phones, that kind of thing. Please help us avoid the multitasking and keep us geared and zoned in on what we are doing. Students, please don't procrastinate. Just because you're only meeting right now classes Monday and Wednesday for first period, please don't procrastinate until Tuesday night to do your work, because there could and probably will be other work that is happening on those days off. So that's called asynchronous time. Ask for help. Ask for help. Don't wait until it's too late. If you don't understand something, our teachers are here to help answer those questions for you and help get you where you need to be. So please ask for help. Another thing, read first. Read the directions, read what the teacher sends you, read the emails, read the announcements. Please make sure that you are gathering all the information that you can. We're asking also that our students are prepared and come dressed appropriately for class. We are not requiring students to wear uniforms right now during the time, but we are asking that they are at least fully dressed appropriately with non-offensive attire. Please make sure that you are looking in your surroundings, your backgrounds, making sure that they are conducive to the learning environment. Another and just one final thing, we want to make sure that we are putting our best foot forward, representing ourselves and our families in everything that we do. So when you log into these chat rooms and log into Zoom or Teams, every student gets a little icon. Now, students have been messing with those icons and changing those icons. They have that right to change those, but we are asking that we very specifically only use a current appropriate picture of ourselves, a Bitmoji, or their initials as that icon. We're asking that they avoid, memes and avoid different images that could be considered negative or offensive to others. So if you could help us out, that would be fantastic. Now, as we continue on with this virtual, not only are we addressing norms, but we also care about our students and our staff as well as our families, and understand that this can be taxing. This experience behind a computer screen, looking at a screen, typing, sitting in certain aspects, this does take a toll on everyone physically, emotionally. So we are asking everyone, teachers, family, community, everyone in the community, to practice self-care, focusing specifically on, I think the overarching theme is be proactive and not reactive. Don't wait until the last minute. Don't let a problem, don't let an issue become a major problem. Get some sleep. Make sure our students are getting sleep at night. Make sure that they're not staying up afterwards. Make sure they're eating healthy and hydrating. That's the number one thing that tends to impact kids, is they don't get enough water. They're pounding those energy drinks. They're pounding Cokes. Please make sure that they're staying hydrated. They're eating. Make sure that they get up, move around, get some exercise, go outside, take breaks, get off the screen. We were very purposeful with our schedule, giving breaks throughout the day. First class is an hour, they get a 30-minute break. Second class is an hour, they get an hour and a half. Third class is an hour, they get a break. So please help encourage the students to take advantage of those. Please make sure they socialize. They need to be talking to people, to family members. One thing that's very beneficial is setting routines. Helping students set routines, get into those routines, specifically starting on time. When those doors open and we get ready to roll with regular school in-house, school's going to start at 7:30 in the morning. So the closer we can get them into a routine, the easier it will be moving forward. Now, take care of all the physical pieces. Let's talk about the emotional. depression and anxiety is hitting students across the country, across the world right now. We know that depression and anxiety is hitting, and it reaches beyond our school. It also reaches in our school. So please make sure that we are monitoring our students. I know our teachers are as they interact with them. We do have 2 counselors on staff that will provide service if they need it, if students just need someone to talk to. If you have questions, if you want to reach out to our staff, they are available to help, because again, we want to be proactive instead of reactive. So not only are we providing support for the technology piece, the physical piece and the support emotionally for our students, so we want to make sure that we help them. Another service we do have is we do have a lunch service that families can take advantage of. I did last time we spoke, we encouraged people to go and apply for the free and reduced lunch. We do have a lunch pickup service at our school, and for tomorrow, it will be open for any family that wishes to come by and pick up a pack. It has, I think our pack tomorrow has 2 breakfasts and 2 lunches in every pack with milk, and it is available for any family that wishes to pick one up tomorrow. The pickup is between 9 and 12, and you will just drive through carpool, and our fantastic employee will be sitting out there with a cart for just a grab. You do not have to come into the building. You just come through carpool and stop. And again, this is free for any family that we have for tomorrow. So please swing on through and come see us. Okay. Next thing I want to move on to is testing, the good old testing. We are a state public school, and we are charged with delivering North Carolina standards. That is part of what we do. And at the same time, we need to determine where our students are. At the beginning of the year, as we begin the new school year, we have to set a baseline that will help determine the educational needs of our students. How we do that, one of the tools we do is we utilize the NWEA MAP testing program. MAP means Measures of Academic Performance. We measure these academic performances to track growth over time. We provide these tests 3 times a year, one in the middle, one in the beginning, one at the middle, one at the end. So during these administrations, students utilize a computer program test that is actually, it's a really cool program. It adjusts with the progress of the student. We have communicated and sent out information about those testing sessions. We are asking that our students come into the building to take those tests. We have sent out signups. We are absolutely making sure that we are providing the safest, best environment for our students to protect our students as well as our staff, but also maintain the integrity of the testing session. So the information that came out, sign up sheet, we're going to resend that out tomorrow. We've had over 100 people respond now, which is fantastic. We are only allowing a certain number of people in the building at a time, so you must sign up for these tests. It is for grades 6 through 8, and any high school student that is currently enrolled in Math 1. Those are our testing subjects for this time around. So any student in grades 6 through 8, and then any high school student that is currently taking Math 1 are encouraged to come to the building to take this MAP test for us. We will practice all the safety measures that we can and that we've put in place. We're going to maintain social distancing. We'll check temperatures and ask the questions prior to getting out of the car and carpool when they arrive. We will require them to wear masks. We have sanitized our surfaces. We will sanitize them between sessions. We have sanitation stations located in the multipurpose room, all to keep our students and staff safe. So again, please know that we need to get these testing. We only have a specific window. So please watch for more information on that as we continue forward. So let me go through another update. Seniors, I will be sending a link out soon because I would like to have a virtual meeting with all of my seniors this year. I'm going to be very hands-on with my seniors, ensuring that we give them the absolute best senior year that we possibly can under the circumstances. We are looking at activities depending on how the school's open, but we definitely want to talk about senior picture makeups. We want to talk about college application week. We want to talk about getting them set up for information night, talk about college processes. So I'm going to be meeting with seniors very soon, so please watch for a communication for that. It is going to be a very important piece to what we are doing this fall. Covered meals, testing, self-care, school. All right, I'm just looking back at my notes, make sure I'm not missing anything. All right. Well, I know that was a lot, very fast. Y'all have listened to me for 20 minutes. I'm going to open it up now for questions. Please direct them to me. I do have someone sorting through them to make sure that I'm not answering duplicates, but let's have some questions for me. All right, first question. Once a class is over, do the students have to stay in and work? No, during synchronous time, during a classroom session, they have each teacher during synchronous time has an hour for that specific class that they will use to teach. After that class is over, there will be an assignment. If the teacher gives an assignment, that student will then have asynchronous time to work on that. So give an example. If I taught biology on Monday, I may give an assignment that they'll either finish on Monday or they will work on Tuesday during asynchronous time or during an asynchronous day when they're not in my class. That way we're getting ready to prepare for Wednesday's class. So that's kind of how synchronous is with the teacher, asynchronous is without the teacher, if that makes sense. Okay, next question. Uniforms are not required during testing. That is a great question, but we do ask that students do not wear hats, sandals, or Crocs. We ask that they wear or dress in layers, because in that multi-purpose room where they'll be testing, it's kind of like I'm pretty old school, where we got in one big auditorium and took our SAT, ACT. We're going to have them in our multi-purpose room spread out. And so it does get kind of chilly. But dress in layers, but uniforms are not required. Great question. Thank you. Okay, Miss Martin, thank you. I needed that. Spanish classes. We are hoping that Spanish classes as a whole for Spanish 1, 2, and 3 all will begin with content on Monday. We are finalizing that upload now. So all Spanish classes are supposed to start on Monday. I will send out a blast email when they are ready. And Mrs. Boatwright will be the teacher of record for those classes. So that will happen. Math 2, our Math 2 teacher, she starts on Tuesday. So I posted the Math 2 work as well as the answer keys online today. So our students can kind of look over there, check their answers and see if they're understanding. But we're so excited for our math teacher starting on Tuesday, but that is coming. So officially we'll be in full swing come next week. Great question. And thank you for joining me. We have reached out to the yearbook company and we are just awaiting for their response. I will send that out. I will make a note and I will follow back up with them again tomorrow. And I will send a update on yearbooks tomorrow, one way or the other. Do we have any secretarial positions? Currently, right now, we do not, but if you are definitely interested in, please shoot us an email. Shoot us an email and a resume. We will definitely keep it in case something comes available. Currently, right now, though, we are fully staffed, and We're happy about that too. But no, please send us your information so we have it in case, because you never know what happens, especially in these times. So we will definitely keep that on file for us. We are looking for substitutes though. So if you are available and wish to be added to our substitute list, there is an application process because we can always have, we always have room for substitute teachers. So that is definitely an option. All right. Hi, Ms. Santiago. Our discrete and math 2 teachers, she finalized all of her things today. She is officially starting on Tuesday, and I will be posting. I've asked her to make an introductory video of herself, and I will be posting that tomorrow to the student Schoology pages. I'm hoping by tomorrow, but she officially starts on Tuesday. We are still it's one really great benefit of year-long classes. We definitely will have time to get rolling, but our discrete and math 2 teacher will start on Tuesday. Another uniform question again. Right now, during the online and virtual mobile classroom option right now, students are not required to wear their uniforms, but we do ask that they dress appropriately and are ready to learn when they come to class. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. I do have an update. Oh, this was on my list. Clubs. Again, I pledged at the very beginning of this year that we are going to, no matter what the circumstances, try to provide the most user-friendly, the best experience of school year that we can. Our board graciously approved clubs to start. So what we are going to do, our teachers who are going to be our club sponsors are going to be sending out some information. We are currently working on a list of our clubs that we will be offering. In the meantime, our students will be offered the opportunity to join clubs virtually. We will be running meetings virtually through Teams or Zoom, and depending on the nature of the club might dictate how we move forward with that. But we are excited that we're going to start clubs up very soon, as early as next week. We already have several clubs in place. We have student government in place. I've already met with the president of student council. We're excited to get at least those things, so we're trying to move forward. They did give us an update on sports. Fall sports technically can't start until November, but that is not a no. So as of right now, sports will happen. They're just going to be delayed and pushed until we can get through the 6th season and figure out the final issues with the COVID pandemic. But very excited to announce that we do have at least the clubs moving forward to provide a little bit more opportunity for our kids. All right. Well, at this point, what I would like to do, I would like to ask our families to do me a favor. Our teachers really have been working diligently and hard to prepare for this school year. Even through, I promise you that myself as well as our staff wish our kids were back in the building because we want to interact with our students. We want to learn with them. I do know that they are working very hard to work through the computer to provide what they can for our students. So I'm asking, could y'all, shoot them it's always nice just to show appreciation, just as small as a little email, just to support our teachers and kind of help push them on, because I know that they're working hard for our kids and they work really hard for me. I have set some pretty high expectations for them, and I will say that they are delivering, and I can't wait and look forward to working with everyone the rest of the year. And please, I'm going to start trying to make this a more regular. You will start receiving weekly email communication from me now that our systems are up and moving. If you have not received an email from me, please make sure you reach out to the school to ensure that we have your contact information up to date. That way you can stay on on track and up to date with all the information. So again, thank you so much for joining me tonight. And again, I'm always available, so shoot me an email. You can call the school, and I will get back with you just as soon as possible. So thank you. Have a wonderful evening and a great weekend. Thank you.
Watch your child soar to new heights at Cabarrus Charter Academy. Cabarrus Charter Academy is a tuition-free public charter school now accepting applications for kindergarten through 12th grade. Our curriculum encompasses a student-focused learning environment, offering whole child development while fostering strategic partnerships between families, teachers, and the community. Join us for an information session or submit an application by visiting cabarruscharter.org today.